Matthew Bertram's. Bertram's had 4 goals against UMBC back in April, but here's the guy. Lyle Thompson against Zach Esser. Quick double by UMBC, the switch. Thompson gets top side, shot just off the mark. Pick at goal line extended. Thompson, quick double. Ball's on the turf. Thompson hits the ground, no call. Who's going to come up with it? It's Lyle Thompson. Thompson, backhanded shot, rings off the post, and it's in the goal.
Great double by UMBC. If you're going to double the Thompsons, you got to do it when their backs to you. They're great passers as well. You look at the athletic ability, the burst. No dice if you're a defenseman trying to catch Lyle Thompson. I think 91, Ty Thompson needs to come to the party. Only 1 assist last game against Stony Brook, and then defensive communication. So critical that we'd like to, and I think a lot of it comes to communication.
Quick feed inside from Lyle to Miles. Ball knocked away by Gordon. And a nice takeaway check by Zach Esser. But there you see the second chance possession. Lyle Thompson so terrific on ground balls. Thompson draws 3 retrievers. Feed to the middle. Shot just over the crossbar by Ty Thompson. One of UMBC. You don't think these two teams won it, Paul? Just look at that action at midfield. On the restart, bounce pass, Thompson, and he just misses the cage.
When UMBC has the ball from the defensive side of the field, the Thompsons are getting all over those poles to give their team an extra opportunity because they're not great at faceoffs. So they kind of mask that deficiency by going after every ground ball in the middle of the field.
Well, Lyle Thompson with 14 calls turnovers, make it 15.
Teams with the way they play, they want to win over 50%. I think if you're Albany, anything over 40% puts you in a good spot because your ability to ride transition goals.
Well, you mentioned the face-off woes of Albany. Maropeace comes into this game winning only 39%. Connor Russell only at 47%, so sub 50, both of them. Lyle Thompson, there you see the quick double again by UMBC. Thompson, hands free, looking. Shot off the mark. See the strength of Thompson right on the crease to Lyle.
Losses I thought would cripple their chances. Canisius on the road, and they just don't have those big signature wins like they had a year ago.
Last 2 years ago. Coming up on 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Albany 5, UMBC 2. We were looking forward to seeing the Thompsons. We have not been disappointed as Lyle and Miles have put on a show here in the first quarter. Little 2-man game behind the cage. Lyle spins out of it. Feet up top, not handled by Miles. 3 seconds left, feet onto the crease. Fairstein shoots over top of the cage. And if you're Albany, you go back to the matchup of Doug Ike on him. That time it was John Newhouse. He was able to have some success against Newhouse. We'll see how that progresses. Right now, though, it is Lyle Thompson working against the UMBC defense. And look at Miles. I mean, it's almost in the first round.
I do. I think when you go through the ACC and you're the champ in that conference, you're getting a home game.
We'll take a look at all of Paul's selections.
Our own Quint Kesnick played for Don Zimmerman. Dave Petramalo, the Hopkins coach.
Lyle Thompson gets Zach Esser crossed up.
Lyle Thompson right here. That little stutter step. The little hitch. Unbelievable.
First half highlights and stats coming at you shortly. So coming out of the timeout, Scott Marr, what do you think we're going to see here? I know it's going to have a Thompson involved, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think anytime you're in question or a final possession, you put the ball in the stick of who I think is the best player in college lacrosse, Lyle Thompson. Because of his dual threat ability, you have options right now.
Swim move, depossessed, ball is loose in front. Fierstein picks it up. Alex Knott's on goal. Lyle Thompson with some space to operate, dishes it off. Feed cross to Miles, slips it, pass Nick.
Lyle draws the double. Fierstein with a beautiful cross crease, and then that little twister, that's a box finish right there. You take the head of your stick.
That's a face-off guy's name right there, Artie Maropeace. Albany, Tim Cox steps in, and he finds the back of the net.
Then it's Cox. It's not all Thompson.
Hey, no
for you, Albany.
No
Absolutely feeling it. High heat.
A little bit right now offensively becoming somewhat of a one-trick pony. Bertrams gets underneath. Transition, Thompson lets it fly, and it's just off the mark. He has to find a way to somehow get Gregoire and Lunis, Gannon, Maxwell involved in the offense. We've seen a lot of involvement from Albany thus far. The Thompsons plus Fierstein, Cox. Here comes Lyle Thompson. Feet inside to Miles is mishandled. Ball's at the feet. Restart. Thompson to Thompson. Watch out! Lyle Thompson!
Over us. He's flying over this UMBC defense, Dixie. Albany rolling.
By the Great Danes, they are up 13-6. Everything seemingly going Albany's way. Maloney's shot. Welcome to the game.
Every time they get down the field, you're just waiting for something else. And I love the balance today. The midfielders, Fierstein and Maloney. These guys are now feeding off of the Thompson energy. Yeah, that shot off a quick change of directions now. I mean, he's so impressive in his senior year, the way that he came back and wants to make this a special year for the Great Danes.
Behind the back save. Ty Thompson says not today, number 81. 91.
There's that
and the ride. Look out. Back to Thompson. And he sticks it that time.
Never take a play off. When the defense gets possession off of that behind the back shot by Ty Thompson, Miles gives his team another opportunity. Money in the bank. The hype.
Don't touch that dial. Coming up on a minute left here in the third quarter.
The GB.
Lyle Thompson, the feed, the shot, Fierstein off the mark. Teams snatching defeat from the jaws of victory because they get so conservative with leads. Not the Albany Great Danes. Give and go inside, a shot to score.
2014. He has 113 points. How fitting, feeds his brother Miles, who today...
Cambridge, Massachusetts. How about those Harvard Crimson? Beating Yale last night. Oh! Behind the back!
Unreal. This right here is what makes this connection so beautiful. The sixth sense. And Steve Marohl, you now have someone alongside your name when it comes to being the most prolific scorer